What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Netflix movie review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the newest action film that released on Netflix today, and that is Extraction. Directed by Sam Halgrave and produced by the Russo brothers. And this film stars Chris Hemsworth and David Harbour. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Chris Hemsworth plays Tyler Rake, a mercenary who is charged with the mission to try to save and protect this kid who has a $10 million bounty on his head. After his kidnapping, all of these dangerous assassins are sent to kill him, and Chris Hemsworth is the one that has to protect him to safety. Netflix is releasing a brand new action movie, and it's produced by the Russo brothers. Joe Russo also wrote the script for the movie as well. Their second produced effort since 21 Bridges with Chadwick Boseman. And overall, the Russo brothers are going on their own separate path away from the MCU, doing a lot more produced works as well as directed works. I saw a trailer for this movie, and it definitely looked intriguing by the concept and the action alone. And I really love Chris Hemsworth as an actor, so there was some potential. This could be a fun one. Extraction was actually a bit of a surprise. I thought this movie would be a lot worse than I was expecting it, but it's actually pretty good. I really enjoyed the film all around. I think the best part about this movie is actually the acting. Chris Hemsworth gives a really good performance in here as Tyler Rake. You find out some stuff about him from his past. He had a kid and a wife and has constant flashbacks of horrors. And Hemsworth really goes deep with the character. And just his communication and his relationship with this kid that he is trying to protect. It's impossible to pronounce the kid's name, but he also gives a fantastic performance in here. And great chemistry with Chris Hemsworth. There's just some subtle scenes between the two of them, and they're just getting to know each other. There's this really in-depth scene that I'm sure a lot of you love as well, where they're just talking about life, about Chris Hemsworth's kid and protection and stuff, and it really goes a lot deeper than I was expecting this film to go. If you saw the trailer for this movie, then you saw that David Harbour was also in this film, and David Harbour has a really cool, awesome scene in here with Chris Hemsworth, and it's really cool to see David Harbour show up in anything that he's involved with. Don't lie, when you saw one scene, you were like, Thor and Hopper. Come on, you had to have done that, right? How is the action, Ryan? Is it perfectly filmed? Not perfectly filmed, but I really enjoyed the action sequences for the most part in this film. I would say the first action scene that goes down with Hemsworth and some other thugs is probably my favorite. If I were to compare two pop culture things with this film, it kind of feels like The Mandalorian meets Upgrade. The Mandalorian is protecting Baby Yoda from different thugs and trying to get it to safety instead of killing it. Upgrade about this man trying to go after some thugs after the death of his wife. Now that's definitely not a bad thing. I'm definitely not saying that it's unoriginal. It's definitely unoriginal, but I really enjoyed just those plot lines combined with this film. It actually turned out to be a surprisingly good thing. I really love a really menacing villain that has a motivation you understand, but the motivation for this villain in particular is just a bounty. He wants money, and that's why he wants the kid, and it's very boring. All the villains in this movie were boring. Mustache twirling villain that just sits around all day, looks like a millionaire that orders his guys to do all the dirty work for him. We've seen these types of villains in many action films. So many. Let's talk about the one action scene I had a little issue with, and it's this car chase that goes down in the second act. It feels kind of similar to an action scene I saw earlier this year with the rhythm section, where this one-take car chase goes down, and it kind of looks distracting, and I couldn't really see what was going on. And it's pretty obvious because it's a Netflix movie. If it's a little bit of a higher budget, maybe it could have looked a little better, But that one action scene in particular, I'm like, okay, a little too much shaky cam. I can't see what's going on. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Extraction, if this is your first time checking out my channel and you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on Extraction, please hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm for my channel. And consider clicking that subscribe button because I do tons of movie reviews, ranking videos, Blu-ray updates, tons of movie content, and I do this on a weekly basis. Extraction was a surprise. I enjoyed the film a lot more than I was expecting. It kind of feels like a grounded version of those things I said. The Mandalorian meets Upgrade. Chris Hemsworth gives a really good performance in here, is kick-ass in the action. The little kid is awesome too. Just some cliches with the awful villains and some action that wasn't perfect, but it's a really emotional film as well as a badass film. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Extraction a B. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on the new Chris Hemsworth Netflix action film Extraction. Have you guys seen Extraction? And let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.